and welcome to Flory Models Kit Review Time. Today we've got Italeri's new-ish B-25G Mitchell. Now, as we know, Italeri have been reboxing some very nice kits from the actual Accurate miniatures range. Now, I've got the details up in front of me because I was just wondering when this kit was first released. It was actually first released by Accurate Miniatures in 1999. It's gone through a couple of boxes, some various things like that. As I say, Italeri redid it originally, it looks like, with new decals in 2006. And then it's gone very quiet from them and it's been floating around, but also it's been reboxed as well by Academy and things like that. But anyway, it's back and it's in the original, it looks like the original markings as well. So yes, that looks quite good. So down in the box, as you can see, we've got the usual sort of flavour on there. Nice one, well, obviously the full colour nose down in there. Obviously this is more the sort of gun version, so he doesn't have the glass front, but obviously you've got the huge cannons on the front here like that. Okay, so run around on the box. It says it's going to be 33 sort of centimetres long, right? And then a few bits on here, as you can see. So your kit number for this one is 2787. And we've got a few down in here and showing the decals you can see down in there and the markings. So you've got a couple of options, and then being Italeri, we've got it down here on the back as well. So as you can see, we've got this one down in here from the 499th Bombardment Squadron, 345th, which was 1944. And again, this is the one with the sort of mouth on the front. We've got various ones. So you've actually got 4 options down in here, and we've got another one from New Guinea in 1944. And then obviously got one from 1943 with the black front on the Panther on the front as well. So some really interesting and nice ones down. As you can see, this is still sealed, and he's looking for his knife. So we're just gonna pop in here, one each way. Totally trying to maul the box. Okay, so in here we have a huge decal sheet, as you might imagine, and that looks very nice as well. And we got the instructions and the standard bag as it would come from Accurate Miniatures as well. I have definitely run out of room in here, so what we'll do is just pop this over here for a moment. Okay, so that's start right off in the back in the instructions. Okay, so very nice photograph of the sprues, as we can see down in here. So again, those right the way across. Lots of stuff greyed out. As we know, there's lots of versions of this, so just being careful. Some of the clear parts, obviously, you're not going to be using, others you will be, all right? The great thing about this kit, and it always has been, it's beautifully detailed right the way through. So that detail's all still in, as you might imagine. It's got all the glasswork going into there to the fuselage halves. You've got the bomb bay, you've got obviously all the flight deck and the guns. You've got that huge cannon being fitted down underneath the actual flight deck floor. The upper turret and lower turrets are down on these as well. Okay, so you have got a mid-upper turret and a lower turret on this particular one, being a fighter type version. Okay, gear going in as well, and obviously all being fitted down into the fuselage halves. Those are going together. Some extra armor plating on the side. Those are being fitted down in there. Then we've got the actual front gun compartment being fitted in. Again, some nice details down in there. And then obviously we've got a template bulkhead for cutting off the rear parts down in here, fitting that rear section down in there just like that. Then next up, we've actually got the actual wings and engine nacelles being fitted down onto there, and then obviously the engine. We can see quite a lot of detail down in there with those engines being fitted on. Wings being fitted, slotted into place, gear going down together, bomb bay, bomb alignment. As you can see, it's staggered each side as they go through as well. Props being fitted on there, and then obviously a few of the little things on there. And then down here, depending if versions you're doing, if you're gonna have the blanking plate on the bottom, bomb bay doors, and obviously crew access points being fitted in. And you're done, okay? And then you've got these beautiful markings, as we can see down in here. Some really nice ones all amongst all of that. And there you go, very straightforward, very, very nice. Okay, decals themselves, being Italeri, you know they're gonna be a bit thick. And you can see here on the close-up, they are a little bit thick, but good, solid color. And I think if you take your time, and just, you know, play with it a little bit, you'll be good to go. But as you can probably see, you've got a little bit of folding work to do on some of these decals of getting them in there. And then obviously we've got the bombs as well for the 100, 250 and 500-pound bombs, and a few little other details down in there like that. Right, let's get in the bag. So, one jumbo bag. We can get it in here. Okay. And then we are one big bag and then separate bags down in here. So we've got separate ones for the clears, for the screws and all the other parts. And again, we start down in here. You can see you get a lot of plastic in this particular kit. And sometimes I know a lot of people often look at Italeri and sort of, you know, but honestly, they do some fantastic reboxings of some great kits, and this is definitely one of them, okay? Right, now, I do know a little bit about this kit, and we're going to see if it's got some of the same problems as it used to have, okay? But straight off the bat, as you can see, beautiful sprue. Pretty well loaded in here, as you can see. It has got a little bit of flash over it, but it's good, sharp details all over this one. So, fuselage halves, you can see down in there like that. Okay, and then I must admit that actually doesn't look too bad. The reason I was saying about a few problems with this kit, this is the major one. It used to have sink mark problems because there's so much internal detail as we'll look at the moment, but actually that doesn't look too bad at all. So we've got the seats, and then if we run around nice detailed close shots, you can see down here. Okay, some very nice stuff going in. All of these. Running right the way through, see the radio equipment, the various things. Okay, and again, it always used to be, and it doesn't seem to have that sort of problem, but I don't know if you can see it here. This does look, there we go, catching it in the light. It has got a little bit of sink markage along here. It's always suffered from it, but I have to say, it doesn't look as bad, and I'm wondering, by the time you've got paint in, you won't even see it. You might notice there's a few just down here by my thumb. There's a few there. But it was always the thing, it used to have this little bit of sink mark in there. But it doesn't look too bad at all. That's your reason why. You've got beautiful details right the way through on this one. As you can see. So, you know, you've got the odd ejector pin, but not actually anywhere where it's going to be a problem. And the blind side with these, you do have got the odd little ejector pin in there. Just make sure you test fit everything before you go through the motions of putting it together. But it's very nice internals. And that was always the highlight with this particular kit. But those sink marks don't look to be as pronounced as I actually remember them being, which is quite a nice touch. So yes, very nice bits indeed. Okay, then we got this outer one. So down in here we've actually got the tailplanes, we've got the engine nacelles and the props and things like that. And again, beautiful recessed detail. So you've got your props, a little bit of burring. You can probably see it quite clearly down in there. Just needs a little bit of clean up. You've got the pots. Okay, you've got the engine nacelles. Again, nice good detail, more pots, tailplanes, again, nice riveting detail, it's all recessed as well on all of those, very, very nice indeed. And then on the blind side, you just want to be making sure you're all clean and everything down in here, and you'll be absolutely fine with that, but generally looks still a very, very nice kit as I remember it. Okay, so we got this little guy just down in here. Okay, so again, beautifully cast, very nice. I must admit, I don't know if it's one of those things you sort of remember how it used to be, but it used to be quite a flashy little mould. It doesn't look like it is now. I don't know if it's just different injection moulding. Perhaps I had an old one last time, but as you can see, really nice done. A little weight on wheels as well, which is a nice touch. Got the bomb racks, we'll look on the other side, different types of wheels. We've got the gear, the control yokes all moulded in one, all that flight deck detail and everything just down like that. And then under here we've got the insides for those bomb racks. You're not going to see much of them, obviously you're going to be cutting a lot of these out, but that gives you an idea down in there. But again, nice touch, very, very fine, even if you can see them, there's one just there in the middle. Ejector pins in the bomb base, they're pretty much tucked out of the way. Okay, so they're not going to be anywhere that's actually seen, which is quite a nice touch with that one. Okay, and again, no real sink mark considering the details we got in there, but you could probably call it stress skin and get away with it anyway. Okay, so we got the wings. Okay, so let's do the tops first. Okay, they're both basically the same. You can see down in here, this is what we're talking about, beautiful detail. Considering this kit is now 18 years old, or 19 years old actually. It's coming up on 20-year-old kit, still one of the best ones out there, and definitely if you're into your B-25s, this is where you're going to be going. Okay, so it's quite nice that Italeri have got it now because it is at a good price. Okay, again, very nice indeed. A little bit on there. So they're basically just a a match pair just down in there like that. Then we got your details. Okay, so you got the different noses and the gun packs and everything else on this one, as you can see, so it's not too bad at all. And then working down in here, you got the actual cowl flap areas and the actual front cowlings, the nose system, some more details, that giant cannon obviously down here at the front, some shells for the cannon, some of the details down in there. And again, all of these looking really nice. And again, when you do think of this as being a 20-year-old kit, it certainly doesn't look it. There's a lot worse out there. Very nice indeed. Your bombs, okay, pretty straightforward as you might imagine. So you've got different types of your bombs down in there, your smaller, the bigger ones, and various things, okay. A little bit of work, you might want to change it out for a little bit of photo etch on the rears. Last up, we've got the clear parts. So again, you're not going to be using all of these because it does tend to come with them all in the pack. But you can probably see they are very nice, clear ones on. And this is what we're talking about. You've got the different ones all on there. So you're going to be picking out the one for your particular version. But you can probably see they're not the clearest. They're a little bit cloudy. You know, unfortunately, slight little weak spot on this one. Dipping them could help it. But you can see they're not the cleanest of moulded, shall we say. You've actually got instrument panel down in here as well in the clear part, and they got the tail one as well situated down in there. So again, a little bit of the weak point is definitely always going to be the clear parts on this particular kit. I remember that from when I built it. So there we go, that is the Reeboks through Italeri now, the B-25G Mitchell in 1/48 scale. It is available through the P&M store. We have got limited stocks on those at the moment. So if you want to grab one straight away, you can get it from there. So there we go, lovely little kit, a must have.